All right, so this is a resolution proclaiming July 2026 as Disability Pride Month in the County of San Luis Obispo. Whereas Disability Pride Month is observed each July to commemorate the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, the landmark civil rights legislation that affirmed the rights of people with disabilities to participate fully in every aspect of community life. And whereas disability is a natural part of the human experience, and people with disabilities contribute every day as students, workers, artists, business owners, caregivers, volunteers, advocates, neighbors, and leaders who strengthen the social, cultural, and economic fabric of San Luis Obispo County. And whereas accessibility is essential to building communities where everyone can participate, contribute, and thrive. Accessible infrastructure, inclusive communication, and universal design not only remove barriers for people with disabilities, but also benefit older adults, families with young children, visitors, and the community as a whole, demonstrating what is often known as the curb cut effect. When we design for inclusion, everyone benefits. And whereas creating a truly inclusive community requires more than physical access, it requires fostering a culture of belonging where every person is welcomed, respected, valued, and included in decisions that shape our community. And whereas Disability Pride Month provides an opportunity to celebrate the achievements, resilience, innovation, and leadership of people with disabilities while recognizing the importance of continuing to remove barriers, expand opportunities, and build a San Luis Obispo County where every resident can fully participate in community life. Now, therefore, be it resolved and ordered that the Board of Supervisors of the County of San Luis Obispo, State of California, does hereby proclaim July 2026 as Disability Pride Month and encourages all residents, businesses, schools, nonprofit organizations, and public agencies to recognize the many contributions of people with disabilities and to work together to advance accessibility, equity, and inclusion and belonging throughout the county. And be it also resolved that the County of San Luis Obispo reaffirms its commitment to creating communities where every person, regardless of ability or disability, has the opportunity to participate fully, contribute their talents, and experience a true sense of belonging. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the board's supervisors, to Chair Paulding. On behalf of Diversity Coalition, San Luis Obispo County, we really want to thank you for recognizing July as Disability Pride Month. I don't remember when the last time that we recognized this month was, but I think I'm looking forward to recognizing it every year. Disability Pride Month is an opportunity to celebrate the leadership, contributions, creativity, and lived experiences of people with disabilities while recommitting ourselves to building communities where everyone can fully participate. I myself am part of the disabled community, and I really appreciate this organization being able to participate here. Today is especially meaningful because this meeting includes Zoom access under Senate Bill 707. It is a reminder that accessibility isn't an abstract concept. It's investment, and it happens through policies and intentional choices and votes. I also want to recognize the many people and organizations leading this work across our county, some of them who are here today, and many of them that are watching through Zoom. Also, some of them are Access Central Coast Autism Spectrum Center, Tri-Counties Regional Center, United Cerebral Palsy, the Community Foundation of San Luis Obispo County through its Access for All Fund, and many other local partners that continue to expand access and provide services to build awareness and advocate for inclusion. Accessibility benefits all of us. The curve effect reminds us that when we remove barriers for one group, we often improve life for everyone. Curb cuts help parents with strollers, travelers with luggage, and older adults. Just like captions help people who are deaf or hard of hearing, but also people learning English and anyone watching in a noisy environment. Inclusive design really creates stronger communities. I'm really happy to see that we have Zoom access today. Belonging means more than being invited into a room. It really means being able to fully participate once you are there. Finally, I'd like to invite everyone to join us for our free hybrid event happening on July 20th, Disabilities 101, Access, Awareness, and Community. Most people in the world are going to be part of the disabled community at one point or another in their life, and we need to continue to educate ourselves on what we need to do to increase accessibility. Many of the organizations that I mentioned, but also community members with lived experience and resource providers will come together on July 20th to continue the conversation about accessibility, awareness, and belonging in San Luis Obispo County. Thank you so much. I also want to invite Jerry. I don't know if you want to say a few words.
There we go.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Jerry Mihite with Access Central Coast, which used to be the Independent Living Resource Center. So we are having our 50-year anniversary this year, and we have about 14 programs that help people with all types of disabilities, all ages, all income levels. And it's the support of the community and county organizations and the collaboration that really makes our service is so much more effective for people with disabilities. So I'm also a member of the disability group. I'm deaf in one ear, so had to learn a little bit of sign language and lip reading a little bit too. And as Rita said, we are all going to be part of that community at some point if we reach to be old enough, So we're also part of an ADRC center, which is an Aging Disability Resource Center. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to the community, and we live in such an amazing place that has so much support, and just thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate all the work that you do with the Access Center. Yeah, Abby.
Had not planned to speak originally, but I am encouraged, thank you for your openness, and to take this opportunity to also explain to the audience here and on Zoom that it is not only the role of all of you with the lead of recognizing this month, but each of us to be open to realizing that some of our neighbors and relatives have differences, that not all the barriers have been removed, and that we are all open to trying to keep improving our education system, our work environment, as well as transportation, and in all areas of life, to realize that some differences make what seems simple to us difficult to some of our relatives and friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any members of the public here in person that would like to speak on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close public comment, in-person public comment on this item, and I'm going to ask if there is any virtual public comment on this item.
Yes, it looks like there's one phone number ending in 616.
Okay, phone number ending in 616, please proceed with your public comment. If you're still tuned
Press
in.
*9.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can, thank you. Please proceed.
Good morning. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. My name is Jennifer Chapman Brown, and today I'm speaking as a private citizen, not as a representative of any group, commission, or organization. I want to thank you all for this proclamation. As a person with a disability and a disability educator and advocate, it's encouraging to have our identity recognized, valued, and people with disabilities make up approximately 20% of the San Luis Obispo population, and we contribute to our community in a myriad of ways that make it for all. We have not always been visible, and our continued visibility is of the greatest importance. I am proud that as a person with a disability, I've been able to support others, both those who are disabled and those who are not, so that our schools, businesses, and organizations are more accessible and inclusive. I hope that the proclamation that you made is the beginning of this work, not the end. At a time when rights for people with disabilities are being challenged and repealed, we still fear for our future. I hope that San Luis Obispo will redouble its efforts in a county where people with disabilities are valued, where we are included. I hope that you will make it your priority for with disabilities here in SLO experience authentic accessibility, and that we are met with clear efforts that communicate that we are wanted and valued. Please also include us in decisions at all levels, as our lived experience is essential in making SLO a place of belonging for all. I thank you for this proclamation for the future.
Thank you. We appreciate you attending and sharing your comments. Are there any other members of the public online that would like to speak?
Yes, John Lee.
Please proceed, Mr. Lee.
Thank you very much. And I'd just like to echo some of the great comments that have already been made about the importance of recognizing this month and really promoting accessibility and inclusion for people with disabilities in all aspects of life. As a disabled person myself, I'm a wheelchair user, a lifelong disabled person. It's taken me a long time to kind of accept my identity as a disabled person. And Disability Pride Month is a way for us all to take some time and realize that having a disability is a natural part of human life. As has been mentioned, if you live long enough, you're likely to experience disability either temporarily or permanently, or to know someone close to you who's disabled. And Disability Pride is about shared lived experiences, shared history, shared culture, and a shared identity in the diversity of disability itself. Both visible and non-apparent disabilities are diverse in their own right. And disability is the largest and most diverse minority out there. And so it touches all aspects of life and folks from all walks of life. So it's a time really to just remind everyone that there's not anything wrong with those of us with disabilities. We just live in a world that wasn't designed for us. And we can all play our part, both disabled and non-disabled folks, to make this world more accessible, inclusive for everyone, whether we're disabled now or will be in the future. So thank you all for your time today and your support for disabled people in our community.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Are there any other members of the public online that would wish to speak? Okay. Seeing none from our clerk of the board, we will close virtual public comment and bring it back to the board for comments on this item. Supervisor Ortiz-Lake.
Well, first off, I want to thank the Diversity Coalition for bringing this, because I think that we all heard how important it is, and what a fitting day for it to be our first day on Zoom to have this proclamation. So it's really important to understand, learn, and I just love that comment about how the world isn't quite built for us, you know, and I think it's really all of the work that we have to do yet, but we're also have come a long way. And when you go to other countries, you see how difficult it can be for individuals. And so I look forward to working with my colleagues on continuing this proclamation and the work to create that accessibility.
You're here, Supervisor Gibson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I especially appreciate the eloquent comments of those both in chambers and online as to the importance of this day. And I think it is truly fitting that the day includes recognition of the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And I think about it over the last generation, the 36 years that it's been in place, how much has changed to see a building that doesn't have a ramp, that is accessed by stairs, is now a great rarity, and that's made a difference. That's made a difference in including people into a sense of community, and I think while there is work to be done, and the amount of effort that we put into it is going to need to continue, I think in general it's been a tremendously positive result.
Supervisor Moreno.
Yes, thank you to those who spoke and for sharing just briefly how this impacts you and keeping us all aware. I appreciate you.
Supervisor Pichon.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out, follow up on Supervisor Gibson. It's been 36 years since this was signed by President George Herbert Walker Bush on July 26th in the Americans with Disability Act. But I also want to remind people that there was an update. There was amendments, ADA amendments were done in 2008 on September 25th by President George W. Bush. And so I do think that since the last 36 years, we have made great strides as a community to be able to help people enter society, come back in, and be able to do things that they hadn't in the past been able to do. So I just want to point that out, and just thanks for bringing this resolution forward.
I will echo all those comments, and again, thank the Diversity Coalition for advocating that this board could honor Disability Pride Month, and thank those who attended both virtually and in person to speak today. The work that you do, Jerry, with what is now the Access Central Coast versus the Learning and Disability Resource Center, and all those in that space. I know Supervisor Ortiz-Leg and I spent some time at the 805 Games earlier this year and watched kids in our school districts locally just enjoy the intent of people, organizers, that said, we're going to make this really, really awesome event. And it's been occurring, formerly known as the Special Olympics, for a long time. But the more that we can all do, work with our community partners and in government to make our community more accessible for everyone is certainly something that I believe we're all committed to here. So thanks again. We appreciate you. We see you, and you are valued.